Hi, I'm Ken Reeves, Campus Dean for Georgia Highlands College, Douglasville Instructional Site, and welcome to Dot EDU.
Welcome to this edition of Dot EDU. I'm Kellie Hunter, your host for today's program. Joining me in the studio is Ken Reeves, the site director for the Georgia Highlands campus here in Douglasville. Ken, welcome to the program.
Well, thanks for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Well, we're really excited about Georgia Highlands and the growth that you guys have already experienced here in the community. You started off, I think, as the history, being that you started off in the Chapel Hill High School campus there in their portable classroom facilities. And we were talking just beforehand, it's been over a year since the ribbon cutting of the campus location here in Douglasville. Tell us about that.
Well, we have been here a year now. We had a ribbon cutting in August of last year, and we're now in the new facility located on Stewart Parkway, 5901 Stewart Parkway. I've been there a little over a year and about 4 months now, and we've grown significantly since that time.
Well, I was very impressed. You and I attended a health forum last week that we were participants of, and you produced some very great numbers and statistics. Could you give us an idea of your student base and how over the last year that has even increased and grown in numbers?
Sure. Well, I just go back to when we started here in fall of 2009 back at Chapel Hill. We started out with 75 students.
Wow.
And so after that time, we moved into the new location here on Stewart Parkway. And from that time, that first fall, we went to 192 students. And from fall of 2010 to fall 2011, we're now at 358 students, which is about an 85% increase over that time. So we're experiencing some very significant growth here in Douglasville.
And that's a good thing. That means that it was the right decision, the right move to anchor and base here, I guess.
Well, it's part of the overall strategic plan for the University System of Georgia to create more access for more students, and it was seen that the Douglas County area was an area that was needed for students to have access to the University System of Georgia. So it was really a natural fit. Douglas County and the surrounding counties are experienced tremendous growth, being near Atlanta.
Right.
And so it's just a natural fit for the University System to select Georgia Highlands to come here and have an access institution for students.
Well, give us, our listening audience as well, kind of an idea of what your student base is. Do you draw just mainly from the Douglas County area? What makes up that population of those, 360 plus students? Well,
I would say, if I just have to give a percentage, out of the 358 students that are at the Douglasville site, I would probably say 2/3 of those from the Douglas County area, so to which is our largest base. Second would probably be from Carroll County, and Western Carroll County we got some students from there, but we would like to focus a lot more on the Carroll County, South Fulton County, as far as going to those schools and bringing some students from that area as well. As we have some students, not a lot, but we have a few students from Cobb County, from the Cobb County area, so we're going to concentrate on those areas as well, and we're going to have our recruiter. She'll be going to those high schools where we have some low enrollment from those areas, and she'll go to those and start visiting a little bit more until we can get some more students from those particular schools.
Great. Well, I know you said that this was an access into the Georgia University systems. What is the base of your student? What is your, I think we were talking and you said it's more of the traditional based.
Right. 80% of our students, I would say, are traditional students, and that's coming right out of high school between the ages of 18 and about 21. That makes up the majority of our student base. So that's really where our concentration is right now.
Well, I know I'm very proud of the fact, as we began to talk about the Excel program, that my daughter, a senior here in one of the county schools, or actually a private school, but you guys have joined up with them to do the dual enrollment program. She was able to work in some classes last year in her junior year, and a class this year so far in her senior year. So tell us how that positions a student, moving into their college world, their university adventure.
Well, I think that the Excel program is probably one of the greatest programs that the university system has created. The student can come to us if they meet the criteria to start school and come into the university system and taking dual classes at the college as well as taking their high school courses. They can take general English classes, they can take history, So what it can do, a student can finish and have up to, sometimes even up to an associate's degree if they schedule it right as far as completing those courses. And then once they leave there, they won't have to take those courses when they go to the university system. So it's really a great program. And I think it's for our students who are really motivated, it's really good.
Sure, kind of puts them a step ahead, and they are transferable credit hours then.
Transferable credit hours, the courses they take here at Georgia Highlands, they can transfer to any university system school that we have. A 35 institution, they can go to any one of those, and they're transferred, no problem.
Well, if someone's interested in Georgia Highlands, tell us about the event you have coming up and how they can participate or find out that date and time, that information.
Sure. If you're interested in coming to Georgia Highlands or just want to know a little bit about the school, we have an open house on November 17th from 5:30 to 7. Our location, again, is 5901 Stewart Parkway. But if you have any questions, we'll have a financial aid counselor there. Our enrollment management specialist will be there as well. And we'll have our recruiter. So all those folks will be there to answer any questions that anybody may have about Georgia Highlands.
So it's a great opportunity for the community, our listening audience, to take a peek at Georgia Highlands if they've not done so.
Absolutely. We'll also give them a tour of the facility. Not a lot to the facility, but we'll give them a tour. But it's a good chance to just meet us and just see what we have and what's available here in Douglasville.
Well, it's a very nice campus. I know when we did the tour last year, right before you opened, a lot of technology. You've got is it a media center? Is that what you call it there? Or the student center? The ability there, the classroom sizes are very accommodating. And tell us a little bit more about the facility there.
Well, we have ample computers for the students to use. We have 3 computer labs with 24 computers in each one. We also have a hub with about 24 computers there as well. We have all the latest audio-visual in each classroom. And then we have a library, we call it a library, a virtual library. We have about 12 computers in there. So in the whole facility, we probably have over 100 computers that students have access to. So we think it gives them all the available tools to come in and be a great student and do any type of research that they need to be successful.
Well, if you're looking, if we have some students or maybe some returning students looking to access the Georgia Highlands College, what are some of their requirements for admissions? What are some of the things that they would need to get in order?
In order to come to Georgia Highlands, well, the main thing is that they need to have at least a 2.0 grade point average coming out of high school. That's a very bare minimum. We're encouraging students to, even though we don't require the ACT or the SAT, we are encouraging students to go ahead and take those 2 tests because some of the requirements for coming into the university system and the access institution they're changing. So we're encouraging them to do that, but at least have a 2.0 GPA. They need to turn in their transcripts. Our application fee is $20, so you need to make sure you have that. And so you turn all that information in to us. Come to our site. You can fill out the application online, www.highlands.edu, and then go to our admissions process, and it'll tell you all about how to access that information. But really a 2.0 GPA or a 2.2 in tech prep, and that's really the first step in getting to Georgia Highlands.
Okay. And then now, are you operating on a semester basis?
We are operating on a semester basis. The university system switched to a semester basis probably about 10 years ago, I think.
Okay. So
we've been doing that for a pretty good while. So that's another good thing, that the semester system, all the university system schools are on a semester system.
And so therefore, I think we have down here November 1st would be your admissions deadline?
For general enrollment and for the Excel program, November 1st is the priority deadline to get all your information in, financial aid information, and admissions information. That's really the deadline that we looked at, so everything can go through smoothly. You won't have any problems when time to enroll.
Right. Don't want those hiccups along the way.
No hiccups along the way.
All righty.
Absolutely.
Well, I know that Georgia Highlands offers also a great community partnership with the local area here. Tell us about some of the things that you're offering for the student life activities.
Sure. Well, one of the upcoming events we have coming is a poet named Sheba. And we're encouraging people from the public, and we also invited our friends from the Cultural Arts Center to come and join us as well. And that'll be on November 9th from noon to 1:30, and the public is invited. So if you want to hear some poetry from Sheba, then we ask you to come on and join us in our auditorium, again, on November 9th from noon to 1:30.
Okay, and I'm sure if you have other student life events, I know that we had talked about Miss Dot Paget joined you for an event that you guys had last...
it was last year, about this time last year. And we also had, for Women's Week, we had Dot pageant, and we also had invited some poetry folks from the Cultural Arts Center to come and give a poetry reading that day, and that was very well attended and very well received.
Okay, so as you have those planned and upcoming, I guess those will be available on your website for the general audience, also general public, to be informed and make their way to these events.
Absolutely. They can go to our website, and for any of the things that are open to the public, they're more than welcome to come.
Okay. Well, as Georgia Highlands continues to grow here in the area, your course expansion continues to grow as well. We have down here a couple of new class offerings that you guys are beginning to, I guess, unfold. So tell us about those.
Well, we're really excited. As we've grown here in Douglasville, we've added more and more coursework. But two of the courses that we're really excited about is medical microbiology and chemistry. And these are geared more towards our health sciences students, and mainly in our nursing program. So anyone, our students who want to take these classes and major in nursing, get some of these classes, they can get them here in Douglasville and not have to drive to Rome or to Cartersville. So we're really excited about that. That's really a big step for us here in Douglasville.
And I tell you, that's a great game plan to be able to have that option to do a lot of your core work here locally, get that under your belt, doing it close to home, and then being able to take those core credit hours onto wherever the next step in your educational career takes you.
Absolutely. That's one of the great things about putting these different locations, instructional sites in these different areas, that students can go to class close to home.
Sure.
Get many of their core courses close to home as well. And if they want to transfer to a University of Georgia or West Georgia, those courses transfer over seamlessly. And it's really a good student. And Georgia Highlands is still probably one of the better deals as far as financially in the University System of Georgia. We're very reasonable priced. So if a student's having any problems as far as finances going to school, and they can come to us, finish their 30 credit hours or get their associate's degree, and we think it'll save them a lot of money as well.
And prepare them for their next steps.
And preparing for the next step.
All right. Well, Ken, this has been a great conversation, a lot of good information. We'll be airing this over the next couple of months, so hopefully a lot of airtime and information, hopefully generate a lot more calls and people to come to your open house November the 17th and check out Georgia Highlands. November
17th, if you're available, come by Georgia Highlands College. Our number is 678-872-4200 and 5901 Stewart Parkway. Our normal office hours are 8 to 5:30 Monday to Thursday, from 8 to noon on Friday. If you want to come by, you don't have to make an appointment. Just come by and see us anytime. But we really encourage for those who are interested to come by our open house on November 17th.
Well, Ken, thank you for all of this information, for taking time out of your day to join us in the studios. And we hope you'll join us again on Dot EDU.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All righty. And to you, the viewers, hopefully you've gotten a lot of information from today's broadcast, and we look forward to bringing you another edition of Dot EDU next time.